Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. In today's video, I've got my faves and fails for March 2020 and I'm calling it the stay-at-home edition. So, pandemic is still going on. We are now into the 1st of April and it looks like we are going to be asked to self-quarantine and stay in our houses and social distance for another full month. And so during this month, I'm going to try to adjust my content so that I can be helpful to you guys while we're all doing this together. In the beginning of the month, I started just putting out my normal content, but became pretty aware pretty quickly that people really wanted a little more customized content to have to do with staying at home. And that's what I'm trying to do here on my YouTube channel. So some videos will be regular content, some will be specific things that you guys have asked for during this ultra weird time that we're going through. So here's what I have to show you this month. Some of it will apply, some of it won't. Thanks for sticking with me through this and we will all get through this together. So, all right, let's get into it. Let's start with a little bit of makeup. I did a couple of makeup things this month. I did do where the heck is it? Can't find it. I did do a foundation Friday early on in the month. It was on the Wander Beauty Nude Illusion Liquid Foundation. This had been the most requested foundation that people wanted to see a review on. So I picked it up, I did the review on it, and I loved it when I first put it on. I thought, oh my gosh, it's going to be yet another holy grail. How can this be? All these new holy grails like coming out rapid fire? Sadly, no, this one didn't wear on me the way I had hoped it would. And so for me, while it looked great for the first like 5 hours, it really kind of crashed and burned after that. So if you don't need something that's hugely long wearing, but that's very comfortable and very hydrating, this could work for you. But just as comparing it to my new fave, which is the Estee Lauder Futurist, I like this so much better. And they look almost exactly the same when I first put them on. But this one wears 10 hours, like with no primer. And this one just doesn't. By the end of the day, I feel like it's sunken into my skin, made my texture all really apparent, made me like kind of shiny and stuff. So it was neither a fave nor a fail, just kind of in the middle. But here's something that was an actual fail for me in makeup. I don't think I used this in a video, or maybe I did in the Wander. I can't remember. I know I tried it with some foundation. Anyway, it's the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus setting spray. And I have been hearing about how great this was for years and years and years. And this is way before I was in Nordstrom back in January, I want to say, right after Christmas, and I grabbed this because it doesn't have any SD alcohol in it and it's got really nice skin-loving ingredients, but unfortunately it's got a really shiny finish, and most of the time I'm trying to mattify parts of my face so that my texture doesn't look bigger, and anything that gives it shine just really accentuates my texture, and so I really did not like this. I am going to keep it and try it a few more times with like a powder foundation, because I gotta say, for staying home, I have been really into putting on powder foundation instead of a liquid. It's just so much easier to use. So one of my faves for this month is the Bare Minerals Mineral Powder Foundation. This is really great. Like if you're just home and you just want to tidy up your face a little bit so that you reduce your redness, and your skin tone looks a little more even in case someone happens to FaceTime you, or in case you have to do a Zoom call, you can just put on a little bit of foundation and it's not like putting on a full face of makeup. Powder foundations can sometimes look a little dry. That is when a setting spray like this that's a little bit more luminous might come in. So I am going to save this to use with this sometime, although I haven't yet. But anyway, so that was kind of a fail with more dewy foundations where I'm trying to mattify them. Okay. What else do we have in makeup? Oh my gosh, a real fave in makeup, something that when I put it on, it just makes me smile, are these Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize cream eyeshadows. I bought the first one, Marie Antoinette, based on Lisa J's recommendation. She had this on and it looked so gorgeous on her that I ordered it up from Nordstrom, and it came in, and I really love the shade on this one. This one is kind of a metallic-y taupe. It adds a lot of nice shimmer, but it's not super dark. It really sheers out really well when you put it on. I'm wearing it today on kind of the outer half of my lid, and I liked it so much that I ordered up another one. I got the one in the shade Jean, and this one is much lighter of a shade. This one's more of a soft shell pink with a little bit of a gold overtone, and also gorgeous. And I put this one on the inner corner today, and I'm really loving that. I got to playing with eye makeup today, and it was really fun and like cathartic and soothing to just sit here and put on eyeshadow like I used to. Like sometimes it's nice to revisit your old life and remember how it used to be, because I really haven't been wearing much eye makeup. But my standard go-to eye makeup for this time is a light to mid-tone neutral color in my crease, because I do still like to make my hood recede, and then a little wash of Jean on the lid. And then that's my eyeshadow pretty much every day, and it has been really pretty and really great. I think that's what I put on in the video that I did, was a stay-at-home makeup routine. I'll link that one right up here. It was really simple. I think I used the mineral powder and that look on the eyes and not too much else, and it just came out really pretty and nice. Last thing in makeup is a new fave under eye concealer. It is the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. I had gotten a sample of this and I tried it in a trying new makeup video maybe in December, and I really liked it in that video, but the shade was too light for me, so I decided to purchase it. So I purchased a full size in the shade, what the heck does this even say? I can't read it. Light medium neutral. Haha, light medium neutral, the eyes work. I usually don't like this kind of concealer. It's one of the ones that has that more emollient, almost a greasy feel, and a tiny bit goes such a long way, but it gives such good coverage under the eyes, and it's so hydrating. Even with the powder, it just doesn't make it look dry or extra crepey or anything. So anyway, really loving that. Comes in so many colors too. Nice product. So that was about it going on with makeup this month. Let's move on to skincare. I feel like we're all just much more into our skincare because we have time to devote to it and we're not wearing that much makeup. So I have been really getting into my new face since the stay-at-home thing happened, and I've been back up to using it every day because I feel like it's just that calming 10 minutes in my morning. I usually will put on some YouTube videos and just think about beauty and the way life used to be and the way it will be again. And so I've just been really into my new face. There were a couple of really good sales on these right at the beginning. I'll look to see if there's any going on right now, but it feels so great. And when I'm done, I always feel like my skin looks better. It looks energized. It looks lifted. So anyway, been loving that for 3 years now. Really can't do without it. Product that I had been testing for a while that is a fail, unfortunately, is the Paula's Choice Niacinamide 20% treatment. This was my last ditch effort to minimize my pores through skincare before I went and got my Morpheus 8 treatment, which is microneedling with radio frequency. I had my appointment all set up for mid-March, and then of course the shutdown really happened here in Massachusetts. Anyway, that is supposed to reduce your pores, and gosh, I hope it works. But this treatment, let me just read you the PR card that they sent me with it and what the promises were on this, and I was so disappointed. Not that I actually expected it to work, but I always hope, because they tell me it's going to, and then I think, yay, it's going to work. But it didn't. Hold on. It promises a new level of pore minimizing, and on the back side it says 81% agreed it improved skin texture, dramatically reduces the look of stretched pores, visibly smooths orange peel skin, based on consumer self-assessment when used twice a day for 4 weeks. So I used it twice a day for 5 weeks, took the before and after pictures. Let me just bring you in a quick one so you can see what happened. And unfortunately, my pores aren't any smaller. They actually look a little bit worse to me. My orange peel skin looks exactly the same. And the difference is that my face is really red after using this product. Now, you guys know that niacinamide is one of my absolutely favorite anti-aging ingredients that you can get, but it can be irritating in concentrations above 10%. 5% is usually what it's used in regular skincare, in 4 to 5%. 20% is a lot. Since it didn't work, I'm like, oh, it's kind of nice to have one less thing to put on in my skincare routine, both morning and night. So those of you who follow my skincare routine, this is out, this is getting the boot, and that is a bummer that that was such a fail. This is not technically skincare, but you put it on your skin, and it is such an amazing product, such a huge fave for me this month. I can't even believe it. It's this. Who knows what this is? Who knows what's in this little Easter basket? This is a Deodorant Rock. It's some kind of a Thai crystal that you wet it with water, you rub it in your pits, and it magically keeps you smell-free. I don't even know how this stuff works. I would like to tell you that I am a person who smells like rose petals naturally 24/7, even after I've gone to the gym. That would be a lie. I take a shower, I put on deodorant, I don't work out, I go through my day, I still smell good. But by the next morning, I'm a little stinky. So I have to put on deodorant every single day in order to smell decent. And with this, I mean, I still use this every day, but if I forget in the morning or if I don't shower in the morning and I don't put this on, I'm not stinky until like the second morning. This has been great. I love it. For those of you who aren't using antiperspirants or deodorants, standard ones because of, whatever, give that a try. It's awesome. We'll link it. Well, it'll also be in my Amazon shop of random stuff. I had run out of my Retain eye drops and I use these every day. This is an eye drop that my eye doctor had recommended to me because I wear contacts. I overwear them every day. I have moderate dry eye. And I had run out of these. And so with Amazon having like kind of the slower shipping on some things, these didn't come in right away. I went 5 days without my Retain drops, and I put in the regular Bausch & Lomb Tears, and I put in the other drops that I used to use, whatever they're called. I was using those twice a day. By the end of the 4th or 5th day, my eyes were just dying. They were like burning every day. I couldn't wait to take my contacts out at like 5 p.m. and I need to wear my contacts till like 10 so I can see. And it was just awful. And so thank goodness Amazon, delay, no delay, whatever, they are still shipping. A big thanks goes out to all the delivery people who are driving trucks, doing Instacart, everything, putting themselves out there every day so that we can get our stuff that makes us feel better. But oh my gosh, these are amazing. 2 days and my eyes feel so much better. So I hope to never be without this again, and absolutely love it. So those are great eye drops. I don't know if you guys are having trouble sleeping like I am. I mean, there's a little bit of stress, a little bit of nerves about things. I'm a little bit anxious. I don't see how you can live through this time without having some extra anxiety. So the other thing that I do take to help me sleep are these natural melatonin tablets. They're 5 milligrams, and I buy these on Amazon, and they are really good. I take one of these, and I also take a little cup of ZzzQuil because I need the double whammy to get to sleep and stay asleep these days. Even so, I was still up at 3 o'clock in the morning last night. This morning, I guess, just fretting about stuff. I mean, it's hard not to. I find that the combination of melatonin with ZzzQuil, one helps me get to sleep, the other helps me stay asleep. And just getting that solid, like 7.5, 8 hours of sleep a night just makes me feel so much better in the morning. So loving that as well. All right, so apparently hair has been a very big concern of everyone's during this time. And so I've been getting a lot of questions about how I color my own hair at home, because a lot of you guys are forced to color your own hair at home now. And so of course my hair color products that I've loved for years are Faves still during this time. The first one is E-Salon. That's the permanent color that I use to color my roots. That is a great service. You can try it for $10 if you sign up for their subscription program, which is awesome because you're going to want to get it again and again because your roots grow out every, 5 weeks or so. And it's custom hair color, and so it's also salon quality hair color, so it's great. I love that. There's also a quick root touch-up product that I love from Revlon. It is their permanent root erase. This is great because it has multiple uses in one bottle, and it's not pre-mixed, but you squeeze it out and it comes out of 2 things, and you mix it up and put it on. Your hair is colored in like 10 minutes. It doesn't last as long as the E-Salon, but it is pretty darn good. Something that was a fail was that I went to buy my highlight color so I could redo my highlights at home, and sadly the box kit that I normally use has been discontinued. So I'm going to show you what I bought. I can't tell you if it's a fave or a fail yet. I went and I picked up this one from L'Oreal. It's their Frost and Design, and I got the same brand with a similar color, hoping that it would come out about the same. This is H85 Champagne. This is like one of those cap ones. I'm not going to use the cap. I'm just going to put it on like I did with the old kit, but I'm hoping that the color comes out similar, and I will report back to you in next month's Faves and Fails. But if you are having to color your hair at home and you want to have me walk you through it step by step, I have done a video where I color my hair, my gray roots, and do my blonde highlights at home with no foils. I'll link that video right up here. Another hair video that I did in March was that I tried on some fake hair, this halo kind of hair, and this was a fave and a fail all at the same time. I really liked how it looked. I really liked how it blended in with my hair. It was actually a lot better than I thought it was because I didn't want to spend the $300 on a real halo hair. I just wanted to get a cheapie and see if I liked it, and I liked how it looked. The problem was it so itched my head that I couldn't wear it. I think this is just me. I think I'm one of those people who just has like that super sensitive skin. Like if there's a seam in my sock or a tag in my shirt, I can't stand it. I can't even stand the feel of my own hair against my neck. Like if I'm wearing a coat and I put on a scarf, my hair's trapped there, I'm like, oh, this is itching me. So I don't think it's the hair, I think it's me. So if you wanted to try something like this, you could. It was a very popular video. I was so surprised. I've actually ordered a few more things like some of those crown toppers because this doesn't do anything for you if you're thinning up here. So I've got a couple more things coming to try on for you guys. They haven't arrived yet, but we'll do that in April and we'll see how those guys go. But in that video, I did style that hairpiece with my beach waver, which is my hair curling wand that I use all the time, that I do my hair with when it comes out like this. And so many of you were like, oh my God, what was that you curled that with? Can we see a tutorial on that? And of course, I've done tutorials on this before, and I'll link one right up here for you guys, the most recent one, but this is a great hot tool. It makes it so easy because with most hot tools, your arms get tired. This one, you don't have to hold your arm up over your head. Everything is done from down here. You just clamp your hair in and then you press this button and the barrel twirls. You don't have to do the spinning, and it goes in both directions. So you curl it away from your face on this side and away from your face on this side, and it works great. I've had this one for over 2 years. It hasn't broken. There hasn't been a problem with it. So absolutely love that. Big fave. You know, I don't know how much you're actually curling your hair these days, but if you have to do things like Zoom calls or, you know, FaceTime calls, or if you just want to look pretty for people around your house, then, you know, you could put a little effort into how you look. Or if you just want to make yourself feel better, just do like a, you know, nice fix your hair one day. I like to curl my hair because it tends to last for 2 or 3 days, and I feel like I look better when my hair is styled than when it's just straight. My ends look really fried and everything because I haven't gotten a haircut in so long. That was kind of a fail for this month, as I had a haircut appointment set up and then this happened, social distancing, and I couldn't go in. So while I meant to get a haircut, I couldn't, and I'm not going to, like, while I'll color my hair from home, I'm not going to cut it or try to cut it at home. So speaking of when you're home and you don't feel like washing your hair, I thought I would talk about my 2 favorite dry shampoos because, you know, I know we're going a little bit longer between showers since we're not leaving the house, and a dry shampoo can really help you look more presentable, especially if you do have to do those Zoom calls or FaceTime calls. So this one is my favorite for actually, if your hair is actually like greasy, making it look and feel cleaner. But this one does spray on a white kind of powdery looking spray, and you really have to be careful about massaging it into your hair so that you don't end up looking like you have gray roots instead of the opposite of what you want to look. But this one's really good, and it's very inexpensive. This one is a little bit more expensive, but it's a little bit more foolproof to use, and it adds a lot more volume, especially at the roots. So if you do have thinning hair around the top, this one's really good, and it doesn't spray on white. It doesn't leave a color, so you don't have to worry about looking like you have gray roots, and this one smells so good. This one is the Drybar Triple Sec 3-in-1 spray, and this one, of course, is the Batiste original dry shampoo. And then one of my more popular videos in the month of March was the one that I did on how to look better on a FaceTime call, a Skype call, or on FaceTime. And so a couple of products that I had recommended in that video that you guys might be interested in if you're trying to set up a little home office area where you're going to be on Zoom calls all the time for business and you don't have a lighting source, I have this little mini ring light. Like when I'm filming here, I have a big 18-inch ring light, but I had bought this one for like taking with me or for supplemental lighting in other parts of my house where I'm not going to drag my big ring light. And this is actually pretty handy because it's got a dimmer switch. It can go up really, really bright, which is probably too bright for most things, but if you are just on Zoom and the lighting isn't good, you would just put this on the other side of your laptop, aim it directly at you, put on some nice soft light. It will really help to make you look a lot better. In that video, I gave my best blogger tips and tricks for looking good on video. So if you haven't seen that one, I'll link that one up here as well. It's on like a tripod, so you can make it higher or lower. It doesn't take up much space on your desk. It just plugs in and it's really easy and convenient to use. And then the other thing that helps me a lot, just on FaceTime calls, because my arm gets tired holding my phone up looking at people a lot, and I've been doing so much FaceTime calling lately, a nice thing to get is a little mini tabletop tripod. And this one's cool because it's convertible, so it can be a handheld. This is two separate things that you buy. So the tripod is one, the phone holder is another, and this one can go horizontal or vertical. You can just set it up on top of a table or on top of a box, and then you can be hands-free and your arms don't get tired. So that's a nice little item to get for doing all the FaceTiming that we're doing these days. All right, there were a couple of items of clothing and they are all white. Apparently, I can't wait for spring to get here. I mean, you can wear white all year round. As you see, I'm wearing white right now. But for some reason, my favorites this month were just white. I don't know if I'm just in a white mood or what, but anyway, they are. It's kind of funny. So the first one is this sweater. I love this sweater for spring. I did a lookbook early on in the month. I love doing those lookbooks. So if you missed the lookbook, check it out. A lot of the stuff is still available, not sold out. There's a beautiful dress. Some of the stuff is on sale now too. But anyway, this is a great spring sweater. I just love the knit on this. I like these little diagonal insets at the, what is this thing called? Armpits. I love the pattern on this. It's just like a really pretty open weave. It's almost like little flowers or little leaves or something. I think it's on sale right now. Let me double check. If it is, I'll put that in the information box and let you know what the code is, if there is a code. Then the next thing that I loved from the lookbook are these jeans. These are a wide leg, cropped, released hem, button fly jeans. So as I said in the lookbook, they have a lot going on, but oh my gosh, they just made me so happy. They are so flattering. I love these wide leg jeans for spring. I don't know where I'm going to be wearing them, but they're so flattering, and it's just such a nice new silhouette after the skinny jeans have been in for so long that it's just like a breath of fresh air to have this nice new kind of silhouette. And then this was not in the lookbook, but I had ordered a bunch of stuff on Amazon for the lookbook. Not everything made it in, but this was one of my favorites. And this is a bathing suit cover-up. It's just like a little cover-up dress slash shirt. It buttons up the front, and I love it that you don't have to pull it on over your head. And it's just a really nice like cottony material, and I love these little insets that it has of like a little lacy detail. It's got a little bit of a bell sleeve with some lace on the edge there. So it's really just a really cute boho look. I can insert a picture of me in it. I did a little Instagram try-on with some of this stuff. The bathing suit I will also link. That is a really flattering bathing suit. So this would be a great thing to pick up now if you're getting ready for summer happening. And then the last thing is this pair of white-heeled sandals. Oh my gosh, I am so in love with these. And just really digging this whole white vibe. And there were a few dresses in the lookbook that had like a floral pattern where white was featured, and they would have been great with a white shoe. I didn't have this for the lookbook. It came in afterwards. I had put these on with some white jeans and a black and white top. Aren't they just so cool? I love this big chunky sole. They just have nice basic straps, you know, just a pretty nice walking around sandal. So can't wait for it to get warm enough to wear those too. So really I'm just waiting for spring to come. I know it's landed and it's warmer in a lot of the country, but here it's just not. So if you live in Texas or Florida, you know, these things could be perfect for you right now. So that is it for March Faves and Fails. I hope you found it helpful and informative. If you did, go ahead and give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. As always, I thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate your watching. I hope you stay safe and well. I will see you in the next video. So take care, everybody. Bye-bye.